one wins with balance. Coffee, cocoa, spice, and just enough punch to keep you coming back for another draw. This is Stay Smokin'. Hola, I'm Paul.
And I'm Cole.
And today we are smoking a Barida Ep.21 Robusto. You had one of these before?
No, I was interested when they came across my desk, I'll be honest. We've had the Don Chico Maduro.
Which
before.
we really enjoyed.
Yeah, I've recommended it to lots of different people.
Yep.
I don't think they're in stock anymore, but
What?
I think they've sold out.
They were in the front. They're sold.
Which one? Sorry?
The Beretta Maduro,
The one we smoked.
Don Chico. I
Don
thought
Chico.
a couple
Really?
days ago I saw they were sold out, but maybe there's
There's a couple of
Some more.
regulars who I met out front, and I suggested it after we smoked it, and then they came back, and was one guy had a basket full of like Olivas and Padrones and some Monte Cristos, and
No,
he
I
had a
still
couple of
have
those.
them.
nice.
And
Oh,
then,
okay.
Yeah.
oh, good, okay, good.
Yeah.
And then he came back another time, and he said, "I'm getting more of those." That was awesome. I'm like, yeah, yep.
You know what it was? I just realized. I believe it was the Habano that was the one that sold out.
Oh, okay.
At least,
okay.
last I checked on the back end.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, this is one neither of us have had yet. We're obviously going to have it today, and I'm really curious to see what it's all about. The Barrido Ep.21 Robusto. It's Nicaraguan in origin, full strength. 5x50 Robusto is the size this one comes in. It offers a core of roasted coffee supported by hints of cocoa and nuts with a subtle sweetness and gentle spice. This cigar has an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper paired with both Nicaraguan binders and fillers. A little bit of history here. This isn't a cigar built by a marketing department. It's the product of 4 generations of Nicaraguan tobacco tradition based in Esteli. What started with Don Francisco Barreda rolling cigars on his farm in the 1970s eventually became the Ep.21, a blend designed to prove that full body doesn't have to mean overpowering. The Ep.21 has become one of the brand's flagship premium lines. Now, the suggested pairing is medium roast coffee, root beer, or chocolate milk, and the suggested specific pairing is Mexican cola. Now, Cole, I told you I was going to go out and get some jaritos or jarito cola. In our area, all the stores that usually have it didn't have any. So, and I didn't want to just go with straight up cola.
Yep.
So we're having a pop shop root beer instead.
Yep.
It's cane sugar, which the whole thing is like any pop that's cane sugar sweetened tends to be the difference maker, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have it with root beer instead. But I would like to try this with Jarritos Cola just to go with that suggested pairing.
Yeah. Still, root beer is a go-to pairing for me, so
Yeah.
I think it'll be good.
And it is a suggested pairing, just not the specific suggested
Yeah.
pairing. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Kayla, we haven't heard from you. What's going on? How you doing?
Hey.
You're busy. Are you busy?
I'm
You're busy.
busy.
You look busy. Okay.
I'm doing things behind the scenes.
You're doing things. You are.
Gonna go ahead and cut and light.
You're doing straight cut. I'm gonna go back to a V cut for this one. Or maybe I'll do a cross cut again. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that last time. Yeah, there we go. Nice cross cut.
Awesome.
I brought my my lighter from home today.
Using one of the new Regals that we got in.
That's nice and hefty. I like a hefty a lighter with heft.
Yeah, it's got some weight to it.
Yeah.
And 4 torch.
I like
know if you'll
the
be able to-
cigar rest on top too.
4 torch. Yeah, cigar rest on top. And then there is also
Punch.
punch on the bottom,
Nice.
which I should have used.
Who's here that we can? That's Chad. Oh no, it just I see. Kayla putting some information in there. Okay, cold draw.
I skipped that, unfortunately.
You know what? It's earthy and raisin.
Okay.
Pretty.
Sounds interesting.
To me, it's like what I typically on a nice healthy cigar cold draw I get. Anyways, toasty time.
You know what I found out, Paul? My favorite movie is coming back to theaters for a 4K release.
Okay, I'm afraid to ask you what you're. Well, you learned how to watch movies with me.
Yep.
In my class, advanced content criticism. So I'm assuming now your favorite movie maybe was influenced by what you learned in that class, or is it still the same movie was your favorite before?
Still the same, yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right.
72, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So when's it's coming out again?
And they're putting it back in theaters for a 4K remaster. It is back in theaters August 18th. So I plan on going to see that if I can, if I'm available.
Oh, is it only one? Is it a one?
I think
day
it's
only?
only a one day only thing. Yeah.
Oh, do you think they bring it back like at Halloween time or something, or closer to?
Yeah, that's true. I wonder. I don't know. I can't remember the exact date of when it came out, but maybe the 18th is something significant to the release date.
True,
of the original.
true. And I don't know the answer to that offhand. Okay. Yeah, you know when my favorite movie came out. I wasn't alive when it came out in 1962, but it was re-released 50 years later on the big screen.
Yep.
And I think it was me and 8 other people who were much older than me, and I was in tears watching it. And it was Lawrence of Arabia on the big screen. I was jealous of Dad who did see it on the big screen, and I was like, oh, I'll never be able to get that experience, and I did.
Yeah.
So you'll enjoy. Did you ever see it on the big screen? No, obviously not.
71 or 72.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I was definitely not alive back then.
Yeah, were you even a thought in your dad's
Probably
mind?
not. No, my dad was born in 70, so I don't think he was having those thoughts.
Oh wow, your dad and I are just 1 year apart. I'm 69.
Yeah.
You were there in spirit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe it's the crosscut, but there's a lot of smoke coming off of that, which is not bad.
Yeah, I did a straight cut. I'm getting a lot of smoke off of it. I think it's going to be a hazy room.
It's going to be a oh yeah, we may need to turn that air on. Wow, look at the smoke.
Looks like there's a fire behind us.
Yeah. Well, this is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm enjoying this already. Trying to think what flavors. I think a little bit of subtle cream to it.
Cream, and that's like the amount of smoke we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking nutty at the moment, a little bit nutty.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe cashews or something like that. Almonds, hard to tell. But wow, look at that smoke. Yeah, not a bad burn too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, remember the other barita we had that white ash.
Oh yeah, and like such an even burn. I think I had to touch it up maybe once.
Wow, that's really yeah, that's a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the only thing I don't like, and it's nothing to do with the smoke. It's the band. I mean, it's a nice looking band, purple with that silvery sort of print on it. But I like the classics with Don Chico, like his grandfather's image.
Yeah.
And more classy looking band. I mean, like that. This is not bad. I mean, purple with silver. It looks a little bit regal, and certainly modern.
Yeah. If we want to get if we want to critique the band a little bit, I feel like they should have had 021 cigars by Beretta. Because when you see this, if someone just sees this on the shelf, they're gonna think, oh, it's the brand 021 cigars.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Is
I
even
don't
Beretta
think-
on this at all? I think in the back.
Yeah, maybe once you unravel it, but I'm not there yet. So,
Mind you, mine is slipping. No, I'm not going to pull it off because it'll grab the wrapper and rip it. I don't want to do that yet.
yeah, mine's still a little too tight. So, I'll take the peel approach once I get down to there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did you smoke anything last night in your own time?
I did. I smoked a Toscano Macchiato.
Nice.
I know we
Nice.
don't have any in stock anymore. We were supposed to. I was supposed to smoke that on the stream the other day, and we were out of stock. So I was like, oh, we can't promote something what we were out of stock of. So I the pack we pulled to have on the stream, I ended up taking it with me. I went to a interesting event I went to, and I went to the preliminaries, and the finals are tonight of the world's longest drive.
Okay.
Competition, and it's being held at a golf club about half an hour from here. And wow, these guys, first of all, they're monsters. Like they are big men, like big, and the women. There's a women's division and a men's division. Man, can they drive that ball? But such a non-traditional swing. Like they swing like full on, and the follow through, like they're almost falling because they're swinging so hard. They look like Jose Canseco. Sosa type. I don't know if you remember these names, Barry Bonds,
honestly
big
not.
baseball type. Gen Xers will get this, but those like old school Jose Canseco definitely types. Mark McGuire. These guys who were like muscle bound, roid heavy. In fact, some of the records that they broke were called back because they were found to be on steroids. But anyways, these guys are massive guys swinging these clubs and driving like 400 plus yards, which if you know golf, that's just like what? So I'm doing camera work on the just at the side of the tee box, and I've gotten close-ups of the ball being teed up and then being hit, close-ups of reactions, whatever, and it is really fun.
Yeah.
But what? So back to you asked me what I smoked. I brought one of those Tuscanellos, those macchiatos, and during a break between the men's and women, I went behind the production truck, and had one. And it was a great little short for a break like that, like a half-hour break. It worked perfectly. Yeah. I had that. I had Dr. Pepper with it, and it was a perfect little smoke for that time. There was other people there, of course, spectators and competitors smoking cigars outside the club and walking around with their cigars because they had the time to. Yeah. I of course had to man the camera, so I only had that half-hour break. So for a half-hour break, perfect. Mm-hmm. I would like to have had a cigar, but it wasn't feasible.
Too bad you didn't have any cigar chief cards. Here, take this.
You know what? I was thinking about it, and I was talking to a colleague who was co-calling the event, and we were talking about, hey, we should talk about some business, and he's like, yeah, let's do that. So we might do that tonight.
Nice. Yeah. Nick Ricciotti. Hopefully I got that name right. I know what you're talking about. Old school home run baseball.
Yeah, man. You know exactly. Yeah, exactly. Those guys, that's the kind of guys I was looking at. There's this guy, Nick DeLeo. I can't remember where in the States he was from. The guy was like, he looked like Jose Canseco, but shorter. Mm-hmm. Or Piazza. He looked like Piazza. Mike Piazza with a Jose Canseco type of musculature. He was just like there was some big men. And like driving the ball 400 plus yards. Like I said, if you know golf, that's big.
Yeah. Well, I don't know golf, but I know that 400 yards is quite a ways away. Quite a ways away.
Like it would take me 3 or 4. Well, if I on a good day, 3 strokes to get there, and then a putt or 2 to get in the hole.
Yeah.
So I'd be on par, or like I'd 1 over par. That would probably be. I'd be happy with that. Mm. These guys are driving at that distance in one go.
Imagine playing with them.
No, this is the thing we were discussing last night, and anybody who golfs, like a heavy hitter like that. Like, what's their golf game like? Because it's one thing to drive straight and far, and the other thing is too, a lot of people that were driving far, you had to stay in. If you went out of bounds, you're disqualified. You're done. Mm. So it's one thing to hit it far, but you got to keep it in bounds, and it might go bam, 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 nice and far, and of course they choose the most straight fairway to do this on.
Yeah.
But if you go out of bounds, you're disqualified. So I wonder what these guys are like with their short game. Because it's one thing to power and go straight, but can you? In a tricky spot or dog leg, whatever, can you hit 100 yards on the green?
Yeah.
How's your putting game?
Or is it just straight to the 400?
Straight to 400, and then you're putting like 5 putts to get in the hole. However, the majority of the people, from what I was told, they come from they're good college players. They played in university, and they didn't quite make the professional circuit. Yeah. Probably because their game isn't. They're still good golfers, but they're not like PGA level golfers.
Yeah.
So, I'd be curious to see their regular game, but they're not there for that. And it's a show, man. There's a lot of people who come out to see these things, cheer them on. It's like the steroid swim races where they actually sanction. You can win $1 million to swim a 50 free under 20 seconds.
Yeah. Didn't they have that after the Olympics? There was something that
just
popped
recently
up like
they had it. Yeah, and it's kind of gross, to be honest. Like it was this SNL skit years ago.
Yeah.
Was like the steroid Olympics, and the guy went to lift weights and he ripped his arm off. I'm not keen on that. Yeah. But anyways, back to the point. I smoked a Tuscanello.
There must be some sort of science to the way you hold the club and the specific way you hit the ball too.
Yeah, the way they hold the club is one thing. It's the wind up and the follow through. Like
the way they twist their body.
They definitely, it's a full body swing. It's not just arms, that's for sure.
That's what they were talking about in Happy Madison too. They were talking about
Happy Gilmore.
Thank you.
Yeah, Billy Madison. That's good. You mixed two Adam Sandlers together. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they talked about in it. It was the way the body twists.
Nick was saying something else here.
Yeah.
Drive for show, but putt for dough. That's right. Some can play after the drive. Some can just pound the ball down there, and that's it. And that's what I'm guessing these people, because they're way too muscly. And I think that's all they do. But there's big money. They travel the world doing this, and for some reason they're in Belleville.
What's the prize pot that they can win?
You know what? I'm going to find out tonight. I don't know. I don't know. But I am curious because I can hit a ball far. I'm lucky if it remains straight. So there was a couple of there was a local, because it was preliminaries. After the prelims were over, they had sort of a military, Canadian military versus U.S. military, and then they had a local contest for the Quinte region.
Yep.
And there was a guy. He looked like he was like 17, 18 years old, kind of tall and lanky, but he had a really good swing, and he went to finals and he almost won. But yeah, that was it's interesting. I don't think they're drive for show, putt for dough. This is all drive for dough.
Yeah.
But the follow through, I got to say that again. The follow through, like there was one guy, this Nick DeLeo guy, he would swing and he was like tripping on himself afterwards. And the other cool thing was, it was in the evening, and as the sun went, we didn't get done until like 9:30.
Oh, okay, that's long.
So the sun was coming down, but we had this really cool drone shot and we had these lights positioned along the fairway, and of course there's spotters everywhere to gauge the distance. But the shots, those shots were awesome, but they couldn't see their balls. Like they were hitting, going, I don't know. And then we're sitting there watching the big scoreboard, waiting for what the distance was. And there was like, one guy 412 yards. The next one's like waiting, and then it's OB, out of bounds. And that was the reaction the crowd would have, because like you want to see the good competition and see the distance. Like, can you beat 412 yards? So it'll be interesting tonight, because that was just prelims, and then there was like the local show, whatever, for the crowd. But tonight's going to be the big thing.
Yeah, like the big dogs who can keep it inbounds and send it flying. So it's all competition.
Yeah, and my God, it's so unorthodox the way they swing. I mean, it's a nice swing, but really, like what I got taught and what I try to do, don't muscle a ball, swing through the ball. And everybody who plays golf knows exactly what I'm talking about. You muscle it, it's going to go this way, that way, or no way.
No Happy Gilmore run-ups?
No, I was expecting some sort of some people to do something like that. No, they were quite serious. I mean, the military competition was really fun because it was more about honor than anything else.
Yeah.
And fun. Especially there's one female competitor. She was hilarious. Like she muffed one and it went didn't even pass like the tees ahead of them.
Yeah.
And she just did the whole, it went really far. It went really far. And she got the crowd yelling, and she's like, yeah. So it was fun. But tonight, these guys take it serious. Like I heard there's been scraps. There's been like a lot of swearing behind the scenes.
Okay.
Like they get angry. Yeah. So there's heavy competition. Tonight is going to be that. And this is the world longest drive contest.
Makes her want to come drive out and join the crew.
Maybe. We have the room probably. I bet you the producer would be happy to have you back.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've done something.
Just This Comedy says my short game is on par, and there's some good golfing down the road in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, that part of the country for sure. That's where you are. Okay, yeah.
I always forget that he's down in North Carolina. I got a buddy in North Carolina.
Yeah, well, in Charlotte, yeah, like that's where my buddy Rob is there right now. Actually,
Yeah.
when I meet up on Fridays here, he's down with his wife right now, and he just sent me a picture.
Nice.
He was smoking a cigar. I said, "What's the cigar you're smoking?" With a Yingling beer, and he said, "Unbanded. I bought it at this market that we're at, but it's infused with Knob Creek bourbon." He says it's fantastic. Like, okay.
Yeah. He's gonna have to grab a couple more and bring one back for you.
Hey, yeah, Rob, if you're watching right now. He'll probably watch the replay. Yeah. Bring back some, please. We're always up for trying something different. Speaking of which, how's this going right now?
Good. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of the nutty, cashews.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big one. Other than that, I am enjoying it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 for 2. Well, so far we're 2 for 2 with barrida.
Yeah.
Did we have burritas before that one we had last time?
No, this is the
new,
first
eh?
time we've had
That
them.
was a first timer.
Good find on whoever went and ordered these. Good find indeed.
Was this
The inventory manager?
Yeah, is that Kyle or Josh?
I believe that's Kyle.
It might have been
Josh might have made the connection, but then Kyle was
When
the
he
one
was
that
in New
ordered
Orleans
them.
for the
Yeah.
PCA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, these are amazing.
You know what? I'm making the mistake.
I keep doing it too because it's such a good cigar.
It's a good cigar, and then I'm like, why is it getting hot? And I was like, well, because you're burning it too fast and the cherry's glowing too hot.
Well, let's give those cigars a little break and let's play a little game.
Kayla, I love when
Alright.
you introduce us to games, and this is
I
apparently a
love
game I've never played before.
games.
So I'm curious. What's the game today?
The game is called King of the Hill. So essentially, you will have 2 options to pick from without knowing the next option. So you got to pick the one you would prefer out of the 2, and then it'll keep going until there's just one left.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's say, just an example, Coke or Pepsi. You're like, hey, Coke. It's like Coke moves on, and then it's like Coke or Fanta. And then you pick whatever, and then that moves on.
So like a
So
playoff bracket, kind of.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. we
It's
can
kind of like
say
a this or that
it's
thing.
a this or that.
I
yeah,
gotcha, I
Very
gotcha.
simple, very simple.
All right.
And today's King of the Hill, because I do plan to do more of these, is fillers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm sophisticated enough yet to okay, but I'm
I
willing to
feel
play
like
along.
you've tried enough now.
I've tried enough now. Yeah.
I've definitely tried enough now.
You've
but
definitely tried it.
I'm more focused on wrapper and
seasoned
binder when
vet.
I am smoking.
See,
so.
that's where I'm at.
yeah.
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 But not. I think
The
that I
filler
thought
is
that
the
would come
power,
first.
isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Power.
Yeah.
Okay. So, bro.
I'm gonna go older. I got the power.
Okay, so the
Ba-ba-ba.
first 2 options, Nicaraguan or Cuban?
Nicaraguan for me.
Yeah. Same Nicaraguan.
I know some people must say, "Oh, but Cuban, of course." Cuban.
It's
No.
for me. It's too like Cuban filler is like it's always rolled and wrapped with Cuban binder and
It's usually
and
like
wrapper,
puros.
right? So
It's usually puros.
yeah, you can't really gauge that.
Yeah, it's a category of its own.
Yeah.
Whereas Nicaragua depends where from Nicaragua as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's true. There was options, but right now I'm keeping it back because then that list would be very long. and
Yeah.
We'd be here for a very long time.
So we're saying we're both agreeing Nicaraguan.
Yep.
Nicaraguan.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Nicaraguan or Honduran?
If we're talking rappers, I'd be.
It's not
these- I know.
rappers.
I know.
Nicaraguan for me.
You're sticking to the Nick.
Yep.
Okay.
I am as well.
Oh.
Yep.
Nick's in the lead.
Is it going to be Nicaraguan the entire time?
Could be if this was
It could be,
if
yeah.
this was
It
a
could be.
Padron contest, like a Padron
Yeah.
King of the Hill. Like, I'd be. Yeah, we're done.
Okay, Nicaraguan or Dominican Republic?
Depends. This is such a depends thing.
That one's hard for me because I like them both.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go Dominican.
You're gonna go Dominican.
Well,
You're gonna shake it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna go Dominican.
You know what? Funny enough, I am also going to shake it up
You
and go
little
Dominican. I'm not
copycat.
copying.
Sure.
But I'm thinking
sure,
of like some of my
sheep.
favorites. That's why.
Yeah, like Arturo, and I know, yeah, a couple other ones.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Escobar, but no,
Padron,
they're
Padron's
Nicaraguan.
Dominican.
La Flor Dominicana.
Yeah.
For Dominicana.
no,
Wait, am I messing that up? Oh wow!
I think they
I'm
have
having a brain
Dominican
fart.
blends, but
Yeah.
I'm taking the standpoint of Pravada. I've smoked enough of Pravada where I enjoy both.
You are a
of
Pravada
the
boy, that's for sure.
Nicaraguan and the Dominican, especially when they blend the two together.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
So either or, like they're not
You can only pick
both not
one.
losers, right?
Only one could be king of the hill.
There can be only one.
Damn it, Bobby. So Dominican Republic or Brazilian?
Dominican.
Dominican.
Wow. Wow. Not even giving it a chance.
No, sorry.
No, didn't even
sorry.
need to
Sorry,
think.
Brazil.
Dominican Republic or Indonesian?
That depends. That's so. That's really depends on the cigar, of course. Blah blah blah. I'm just gonna stick with Dominican.
Yeah, I can't say that off of memory, I can't say how many Indonesian cigars that use Indonesian fillers.
Well,
that
this
I'm
cigar,
thinking of.
funny enough, used to have an Indonesian.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I believe so, and it's all Nicaraguan now. It was a mixture of Nicaragua and Indonesian, and now it's all just Nicaragua. Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Dominican, just for the fact that I'm unaware of most
Ditto.
Indonesian.
Ditto.
Okay. So Dominican Republic or United States?
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
you have Connecticut broadleaf.
But that's the wrapper.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
They do that with filler as well, I believe.
Yeah,
well,
they
it's
do.
Not, it's Connecticut. They do like Connecticut filler, whatever it's called. What is it called?
I think it's just Connecticut.
Connecticut binder.
I know.
Yeah, I know if we're
States.
talking rappers, like Connecticut probably all the way, but
What were
in
the
US all
options
the way,
again?
Dominican.
Premium cigar fillers most commonly consist of Pennsylvanian broadleaf, Connecticut broadleaf, Pennsylvanian Amish. Amish, never seen that before. And Connecticut Havana.
so there's a lot of.
So there's options there, yeah.
I'm gonna go with U.S.
What?
Wow.
You turned to me like, yeah, take that. Like that kind of- he had that look on his face, like, yeah, I am. That's
Yeah.
confidence.
No,
All right.
Distinguished
yeah, just the
gentleman.
creaminess of a Connecticut. You can't turn it down, right? So-
I think you're
It would be a milder cigar.
Yeah,
milder.
milder
cigar.
cigar, but there's
Dominican.
still nothing wrong
Dominican.
with
No, he's on his own.
that. All right, this is where we
is where we differ.
This is the
fork in
divide,
the road.
This is where we start to arm wrestle.
Okay, so for Cole, U.S. or Costa Rican, and then Paul, Dominican or Costa Rican.
I love Costa Rica, not because of the cigars, because of Costa Rica. I had a Costa Rican cigar when I was there, and I enjoyed the experience of saying I had a Costa Rican cigar,
It's more just for bragging rights.
but it's more for just for ticking off a box and saying I had it.
Bucket list. Okay.
So Dominican.
I'll take U.S. as well.
Oh, goodbye, Costa Rican.
Oh,
So for Cole, U.S. or Mexican, and then Paul, Dominican
US.
or Mexican.
Sorry, I cut you off. U.S.
Wow, Cole.
see if it was.
Wow.
No, we're talking about rapper. San Andres rapper would win over.
Oh,
for me.
100%.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna stick with Dominican.
Okay. And then the last one is very niche. Not a lot of options here. So for Cole, U.S. or Italian, and then Paul, Dominican or Italian.
But Italian is no, they Kentucky fire cured their Italian. It's not
Yeah,
from Kentucky.
Yeah, it's just the method.
It's so niche. So if we're talking
That's
about
what I mean. It's very, very niche.
I'll take a Toscano over a Connecticut any day, so I'll go Italian.
well, we may actually come. Our roads went like this, and I think we're coming back because of what I recently have been enjoying for a short experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tuscanello.
they're
Which
so
is-
good.
They're so good. I'm gonna go.
Isn't
I'm gonna go Italy. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I
That
know.
is an underdog I was not expecting.
No,
That is
no.
crazy. Over a Dominican?
Somebody in the chat argue with us.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably
'Cause that's
someone
way too-
steaming right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, no.
And for me, it's because of this is my reasoning. I've been enjoying those Tuscanellos a lot lately, almost too much. Because Lisa's going, maybe you should slow down. Because don't forget, you're going to be smoking one tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and then you got the weekend to sort of relax.
Especially those short smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that thing I said about dessert? You can't have dessert every day or you get spoiled.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
gonna
I'm
have
gonna,
to get some non-flavored Tuscanellos.
no,
There's
no. The whole
excuse.
point of them is to be flavored. No. I'm gonna have another one tonight. I'll probably bring a chocolate one. I had a macchiato last night.
Yeah.
I'll probably have a chocolate one tonight. After the dinner or in the break between. Will there be a break though? There's got to be a break at some point. Well, I'll be able to enjoy that. So, yep. Wow.
Josephus Comedy says, I've been reading about Israel
Huh?
Putman, the army officer that brought Havana seed back to Connecticut back in the 1780s, the godfather of the Connecticut shade leaf.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And where did he bring it from?
Havana seeds back. I imagine it's probably
Oh,
Cuba.
Cuba. True,
Cuba,
yeah.
and then-
Havana, yeah.
yeah.
Usually that means Cuba.
And I wonder who came up with the idea of growing it in shade. I know, and it's a wonder that I have a book on cigars that I should probably read there about it. I'm sure there's an answer.
Yeah.
But I'd like to find out who came up with the idea of shade, growing it in shade.
I wonder if it was by accident.
Are you able to find that for us, Kayla? Or is that too much? Yeah, because now I'm curious. I've never
Yeah.
even given that thought.
Because we know the Cameroon rapper story. In fact, a family member, I just met them a couple weeks ago. They came to visit us here, or visit the owner here, from the Mirafel family,
Yep.
who have been in the tobacco industry for hundreds of years, generations
I think
upon
since the
generations.
1800s, I believe.
1600s.
Okay, it goes back further.
Now, formally, I think was cigars, or 1800s, and then I met one of the young sons of the Mirafel family right now. Came and shook hands, and we spoke briefly, and I mentioned how the machatero is one of my favorite dailies. But so we know that, and they're the ones who introduced the Cameroon wrapper.
Yep.
But the Connecticut shade, so we know that as well. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for this the fuel for this conversation,
Yeah.
Josephus, because it's interesting, and it leads us to wanting to know who came up
So-
with shade.
Windsor tobacco first experimented with shade-grown tobacco in 1900, but he's saying 1780s.
Okay. So if it goes that far back, it's probably hard to figure
It's
out
probably
actually
gonna
who.
be hard to track,
yeah.
actually. Yeah.
But
Because they're saying that growing tobacco leaves in the shade was an idea pioneered in 1900 by Connecticut farmers and agricultural scientists. But again, this is Google. It doesn't mean it has all the information in the world, right?
Yeah.
Fair.
Initially, I had the idea, like when it was first brought up, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if it was like an accident.
I
Like,
think
'cause-
yeah.
I feel like it was an accident.
Maybe
Yeah.
like there was a tree that shaded a certain part, like the edge of a field.
Yeah.
And they noticed, hey, these leaves are growing differently. They got a different shade
Yeah.
to them in the shade.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what they taste like. Let's put them aside and see what they're like, and then voila. That's a guess. I have no idea if that's true. or not.
As I believe that's how like the whole Toscano thing happened. The whole fire cure was an accident, and then they realized, oh my god, we have something special here. Let's recreate that and
Well,
make
'cause-
that our main focus.
Because that KFC, the Kentucky Fire,
KFC.
KFC, the Kentucky Fire Cure
You're looking good.
is a Kentucky thing, but I think like the Italians blended that with their tobacco and then the flavoring. And like I was saying, my buddy
Do
John
you think
said
they have the secret spices?
They're not that spicy.
they're not that
cigars,
secret
no.
anymore apparently either. Somebody broke their NDA and revealed the secret. Yeah.
Wow.
But I was saying, my buddy John, I think I mentioned this the other day on the stream, but my buddy John, he had a great uncle or uncle who had a Tuscanello on the side of his mouth all the time. And he saw them actually making them, homemade versions of them. And it was like just this muddy mess, this tarry mess. And they
Yeah.
mash it together, and then roll it and wrap it and let it sit. And I think it's because it's so thick with that paste, if you will.
Yeah.
That's why you don't have to, like you said, you had yours in your glove compartment for a
Couple months.
couple
probably,
months and then gave them to me. I'm like, that sounds disgusting, and I smelled like, nope, that's great.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
so that you can? They're right now resting on top of my humidor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chase Photography says, came late, what are you smoking? Never mind, I see the pinned comment.
All right.
But just to remind, we are almost approaching. I think we're at the middle almost of this Bareda 021 Robusto, and we've had a Bareda before. We had the Don Chico Maduro Robusto,
Correct.
which
Yep,
we to this day I think we hold it in high regard, very high regard, right?
For sure.
One thing I noticed a bit different in here, other than there's flavor differences, of course, was that one had that really, really white ash, which the
Was strikingly white.
strikingly
Yeah.
white,
It was
which
so white.
Like this
Suggest-
marble white.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, which suggests that the soil that the tobacco was grown in is high in nitrogen, which is a healthy
Thanks
component.
to our scientist, Rainmaker.
Rainmaker, yeah, Rainmaker, who brought
Resident
the,
scientist.
The resident scientist.
And
yeah.
Chase, you had it's Chase that asked. Okay,
Yeah.
Chase, yeah, we had you had the Beretta as well. I think you were thanking me for the suggestion after you had it. I would suggest trying this as well. So this is the 021 from Beretta Robusto. Much more. I'd say. Are you getting coffee yet? Any sweetness at all?
No coffee, though. I am drinking this root beer. It's pairing pretty well, so that might be muffling the coffee flavor and bringing out the sweetness a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm getting certainly nuttiness. And is that even part of the flavor profile we're supposed to be tasting? Yeah, cocoa and nuts. Cocoa. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of cocoa. Not chocolate. Cocoa.
There is a difference.
There is a difference, yeah. I'm not getting too much sweetness. Again, like you said, because we're enjoying a cane sugar root beer with this, which is a suggested pairing. I really wanted to try that Jarritos Cola with this because that was the specific pairing that was suggested. Of course, there wasn't anything alcoholic that was suggested with this. We can't drink alcohol
No.
here, so that's why we're drinking the non-alcoholic pairings.
But like I said, I don't recommending non-alcoholic pairings is actually kind of
I
kind of
found,
good.
yeah.
Cole, what was that noise you made?
I don't know.
It was like a.
My
right before
throat
you
before I
started
continue to talk.
I think it was you clearing your throat, but it just sounded like a weird gurgle.
Anyway, yeah, like recommending non-alcoholic pairings is something that a lot of people don't think about when they're pairing cigars, right?
Is this
Unless
the
it's like a Coke.
Yeah, which makes
Yeah.
sense. I think somebody out front. I was suggesting having a conversation with a customer, and there was a couple customers who joined the conversation. We're talking about I forget some particular cigar, and I was suggesting something, and then I was suggesting the pairing. I was talking about the different pops that we'd had with them, non-alcoholic drinks. And this guy said, "What about ginger ale?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "What about rye and ginger?" I said, "You know what? Go ahead and try. Come back and let me know how that goes." Because yeah, sure, why not? I don't think there's a limit on what you can try. If you don't like it, put
Absolutely
it aside.
not. Yeah.
No, and the thing I find interesting here is chocolate milk. I would not think anything milky.
Actually, yeah.
Like
We've come across that pairing before.
yeah,
With the
Yep.
condensed milk, right?
Yep.
Milk or chai tea, I think that was.
condensed milk.
Milk, yeah.
Condensed milk, because we use condensed milk at home for our coffee, and Lisa will not have a tea or a coffee without condensed. If we run out, she will either go and get some, or she'll go, "I'm going without a coffee today," or she'll force us, milk,
God,
and then she's
condensed
like
milk is
complaining the
way
whole
too heavy.
every sip. Sorry, the what?
Condensed milk is way too heavy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it on
Yeah.
its own,
No.
but with some brown sugar. What I do is
I would say it should remain in baking.
oh no, try it with coffee or tea.
That's
Trust.
gonna
Yeah.
hurt my tummy. Absolutely not.
Oh, are you lactose intolerant?
Not like what is it called? Not diagnosed.
But you definitely notice.
I
Self-diagnosed?
notice a difference. I
Yeah,
notice
yeah.
a difference when I don't. I usually
Yeah.
stick to nut milks. If you,
Ah,
how
okay.
do you milk a nut? Yeah.
Milk and oat.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah, if you're gonna smoke
Nut
the
water.
condensed
There we
milk,
go.
if you're gonna smoke the condensed milk, definitely don't drink condensed milk with it.
Please don't.
Drink regular
I
milk.
feel like that's so bad for you.
I don't know what to say
Take a
here.
shot.
You threw me way off with that comment. Uh-oh, the boss is coming talking to Kayla. That looks like serious talk. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
You know, I went to smoke.
Adam came up to me
Yeah?
and he's like, "You're not diagnosed for lactose?" I'm just like, "No." He's like, "Well, I'm officially diagnosed."
If anybody other than Kayla would know if Kayla has issues of any kind, it would be Adam.
Yeah.
He was so serious when he came up to me. I thought something was wrong.
Yeah.
So did I. I
honestly,
thought, did we
same.
say something we shouldn't
I
have?
know. I
Uh-oh.
thought so too.
See, that's when we need the camera pointed at you too, so we can see that seriousness walking up.
No kidding. I know, but we were saying about was you when you weren't here, Kayla. Obviously,
Yeah.
Cole was in your stead and
I know,
doing a
because
fine
he just
job. By the way,
needs
Cole.
the
Thank you.
spotlight on him, doesn't he?
Ooh.
Oh, throwing words,
wow.
eh?
Cole, it's like I didn't check my calendar. Is it Cole Depreciation Day today?
It might be, yeah. Yes.
It was Skylar's yesterday.
Oh, somebody just brought something up.
What's
and
that?
Thank you for that.
Did I miss the?
Oh.
Oh no, you did not miss the code. We almost missed it. We were yapping
Wrapped it
away
on
here.
time, yeah.
So today's code, Bareda 21 coffee cocoa spice. Do you have an idea?
I just inhaled some of the cigar.
Why?
I thought I had
There-
exhaled it all, and then I
More
yeah.
noises coming from Cole
Wow.
over here. Coffee.
Cool.
just berate up.
The code is 0 because I had 0 clue what to make the code today.
Oh, wow. It's a lazy day today. All right, so it's 10% off code for everything in store and online at cigarchief.com. Gets you 10% off until midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time. And I would suggest, honestly, I know we say this a lot, but this is definitely something that I would suggest picking up. Give it a try. Bareda 21 Robusto. We're approaching the back end, maybe? No, we're about, halfway still.
I'd say halfway.
Yeah.
Getting close to the final third.
Yeah. So anyways, we're not on final thoughts yet. But, or do we need to be?
Now we're good for a little bit.
Okay.
I have yet to be disappointed by Beretta, so I'm quite
I'm
surprised.
very impressed by Bareda so far. Oh, Chase wrote. I got to read this because he's a student.
big one. My
He's a
goodness.
student who just graduated.
Oh, yeah.
Again, congratulations. After trying the slush nicotine pouches, I found that your blueberry real slims are great for a sleek, more discreet buzz. You can't even feel them in your lip, but they hit just as good as others. Okay, and something reminded you. Oh, the hat reminded you.
Oh,
Aha, yeah,
yeah,
okay.
those Slims, they hit quick.
Oh yeah,
They hit so much quicker than a regular nicotine pouch, for sure.
yeah. They say they're also like what 6 milligram. They're 6 milligram.
They
and
hit
they're-
harder than that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, I need to know these
So
things when I
be,
do the
be
reviews.
careful when you
Yeah, be warned,
Be
Paul.
warned.
Yeah, I've done a few, but they've been pre-recorded,
Yeah.
right? So they're still in the line to be edited. So wait until you see those and see what I thought. I wasn't, I'll say this overall. Back, way back, I would university days and even prior. That went your smoke went right up.
Oh,
I
sorry.
saw that.
Whoa, sorry.
I inhaled now. I would have either Copenhagen, I actually like Skull, wintergreen Skull, and that was my limit. And I had some chew tobacco as well, but that was like what we used to do, especially university days. We'd sit there, have a few drinks and some combustibles, and then relax the night away with some Skull.
The pouches are a lot cleaner though too.
Yeah, there ain't no spitting.
It's completely different. It feels like it's a cheat almost. Like this isn't a. I'm gonna say this as like some macho whatever, but that's not a real man way to have nicotine. I hate that kind of
Yeah,
talk.
but like if you look at it, it's also a lot cleaner. Like if you're on an airplane,
It's way cleaner.
and you're sitting next to a stranger,
Convenient.
and you're just spitting into your.
Oh my
spit
God!
cup.
Yeah, there's no way you could. I mean,
Yeah,
people
no.
did do that in public. I mean, we'd sit there. I think the funniest would be. I mean, there's a lot of funny situations back in university, but going to watch our buddies play baseball games, varsity baseball games, and there was a hill in the outfield, and we'd all sit and we'd cheer on one of my roommates was a pitcher.
Yep.
And we cheer him on. And some of the cheers I heard, I can't repeat some of them. I was like, what does that mean? Like, I won't explain this. But I'd hear like, humna kampina. I'm like, what does that mean? And I'm not going to slow it down and say what it is, but humna kampina. I'm like, what are you saying? They slowed it down.
I think I'm hearing computer.
No,
I'm hearing jalapeno.
kampina.
Can I work for you now?
Nope. I'm not going to, I can't say it what
This
it is.
Say that.
telephone.
This is an after stream.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Thank you. Ordering right now. Good for you. Yes. Well, listen. I'm gonna say you can blame me if you don't like it. I am suggesting this. Cole, you suggesting that people purchase this?
I think so. Yeah. People. There's this size and then two other sizes, I believe.
Yeah.
So
this
there's
is
lots to choose from.
yeah. There's the chairman actually.
There's
I think
the chairman. Yeah.
Yeah.
bigger, longer. Right.
And then I think a Toro, or am I confused with
Oh wait,
Churchill?
I think we might be thinking about. Hold on, Burrita 021.
Are you guys getting the
I
Don
think-
Carlos number 2
Oh no,
anytime
there's
soon?
there's a Toro, Chairman, and Robusto.
Yeah. Chairman
As-
is.
Oh, Chairman is smaller, right?
No, Chairman's bigger. It's basically what they call a Gordo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Petrie, this is a question, Kayla, you might be able to
Are
answer.
you getting the Don Carlos number 2 anytime soon? I can't. I'm not sure.
It's a
I mean,
Kyle
I can
question.
definitely. That is a Kyle question.
Yeah.
1 second. I just want to see. Do we have any Don Carloses in? I feel like we don't.
Oh, going back to the pouch for a second while you check. Chase is saying that pouch he was talking about hits like a 12, I swear.
No, it hits stronger than a 12.
Well, there you go. So you guys are on the same
Yeah.
page. Thank you for the reminder. I've had some experiences with the pouch reviews we've been doing that we recorded.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
So as for the Don Carlos, I can't make any promises. I can't find them on the website, so that means they probably took them down. Usually what that means is we're either having trouble just getting distributors to get them to us, or something's not being made anymore. And I doubt they're not being made anymore, so it's probably just a situation of actually getting them in. It's a Don Carlos. We've had them in the past, and it's a pretty popular line, so I can't see why we won't get them. It's just a matter, I can't make any promises on timelines because we're kind of at the mercy of our distributors with those ones.
Yep.
Chase just said, I don't think I ever went to class without a pouch, and he's apologizing to me for that. I don't care about the pouches. It's if, no vapes in class, obviously. And when we were in a lab, remember this class? Chase will remember this. And you guys know, when we were in labs with gear, equipment, computers, whatever, no drinks, no food.
No drinks.
And we were very strict
you
about
keep
that.
it outside, like where that window was.
Yeah.
People would
Yeah.
typically put them there, yeah.
Yeah. So in one class, is a room where don't bring any drinks in, keep them outside in the hallway. And all of a sudden I hear a in the back, and it's Chase and Tyler in the back. And Tyler opened up. Remember he opened his Monster? Remember how I lost it on him? Because I had just explained this. And there he was. I'm like, are you effing serious? Get that out of here. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Remember that, Chase? I got so frustrated because there's signs everywhere saying no food to drink, no food to drink, no food to drink. I'm going to drink a drink. What are you doing? Anyways. That's what that reminded me of.
Take it outside.
Pouch, I don't
Take a
care.
drink outside.
Pouch, I don't
You know
care.
what's crazy is that a lot of places are actually banning pouches now too, or at least talking about it.
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
the place?
schools are looking at banning them as well, like colleges.
Colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
there's
I mean
some
I
talk
can
about
understand
that.
like grade school, especially or high school.
Some people's workplaces are banning them. High schools, yeah, they shouldn't be touching it anyways.
Though, like when I was
luck.
in high school, you could literally just go out to the smoker's pit as
Oh,
a
yeah.
teenager and light up a cigarette. Now that's all different.
I know our smoking pit was literally right outside the front door.
I feel weird saying that, eh?
It feels weird hearing it from somebody who's like literally more than half my age.
Yeah.
And I think about I remember grade 9, my first week of grade 9 at Oakville Trafalgar High School in Oakville. And it was like September, maybe October, maybe it was a little bit, because this guy came down the stairs, stumbling down the stairs. I don't know. Anyways, stumbling down the stairs with the lumberjack jacket on and Kodiak boots untied and with long, like Robert Plant type hair. And I didn't know who he was. He looked at me and goes, "Hey man, don't do acid in class." Her knee, and all he said was, her knee was telling me to free her. So I ripped her stockings and then I ran out of class. And then he just took off.
Holy-
I'm like, what did I just
What?
witness? What? Yeah. That was.
And he never came back to school again.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know. I think somebody I mentioned that story to who I didn't experience all 4 years at the same school, so I don't remember much of like one particular place over time. But apparently, this guy did not make it through high school.
Yeah.
I mean, he survived. He just didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was literally over 40 years ago. I was 14, 15, 14.
Oh, baby Paul.
Yeah, that's 43 years ago.
I remember the first time that I went out to the smoker's pit in grade 9. Someone had a cigar. And they're like, "Does anyone have scissors to cut these?" Like,
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. And I'm like, "Just
the
light
wrong
it and
place,
smoke
dude.
it." And he's like, "No, you can't just do that. You won't get any airflow."
Oh my god.
So then he was like shaking
Chew
people
it.
down. And I think he eventually just
Yeah, just
chewed
bite it off.
bit it off.
Or
and
you
lit it up.
pinch and twist.
Yeah, I don't know what no, I'm pretty sure he found a pair of scissors and he snipped it off with a pair of paper cutting scissors.
That's so funny. Safety scissors.
Yes.
So Chase is telling me that Tyler would never ever be there without a monster. Yeah, well, that time I caught him, I knew that. But after saying like, okay, no more, and he still did it. Yeah, remember? I was angry.
No respect. No respect.
I don't go anywhere without a monster, but at least I keep it out of the studio.
By the way, if you missed the code, it's zero today, ZERO or ZERO, however you pronounce your that last letter of the alphabet. 10% off everything in store and online, and we're suggesting that they pick up a Beretta 21 Robusto.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, you know what? And I expected, because I read some reviews in my research, and I was looking at like, what are people saying about this? Everybody seems to have positive experiences with it, but they were saying how the flavor profile changes as it goes. I haven't noticed too much change.
No.
What was it? That original the Don Chico where we had that roller coaster? What was the one we had a roller coaster ride?
I think it was the Don Chico. It was like
Chocolate
really
bomb, for sure.
chocolate bomby, and then it switched up like at the middle, and then switched back to the original flavor.
That's
at the
right.
start,
That's right.
I think.
And we definitely enjoyed that.
Yeah,
It's like an Oreo.
a little bit. Yeah.
I like the white stuff. in
And there's
the
a whole
middle
bunch of-
the night.
Clip that, Skylar.
Clip that, editor.
Oh no! What have I done?
Yeah, there's the Berettas. I think we just got another shipment of new stuff from Beretta as well. I know it's posted. There's the Beretta Don Chico Vintage. They both come in Maduro and Habano. They're a bit of a different blend from the original Don Chicos. There's the cocktails, Beretta cocktails.
Yeah,
There's
you got the
some
cocktails.
fancier, like a little bit fancier, but on the like budget side, and then a little bit more like prestige on like the higher end side as well. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name. I think one of them is Lot 10.
Okay.
Lot Reserve, number 10, something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
This, as much as
Do we
we're
want to
enjoying-
do closing thoughts?
Sure. I was just going to say this is not as right before we do. This is good, but I think the Don Chico is a couple of levels above this.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Still good. Still
Oh,
good.
actually, before we do closing thoughts, we have an interesting question here.
Okay.
Have you guys used cigar infusers, and if so, what's your opinion on them? I'm currently infusing a cigar with cognac.
Okay. I think I've said this before. I've said it a couple times before. My dad would do this with his Romeo and Julietas. He'd have a little sponge, and he'd pour a little bit of Greek brandy, like Metaxa, in his, and he'd have a separate humidor to do that in. And he really enjoyed it. So I would suggest if you're to try it, but
You can do it as simple as that, because if you're just infusing, you're not flavoring.
Yeah.
It's really easy. Like literally, you can just get like a whiskey barrel, put
Yeah.
some cigars in there.
Yeah.
or you know a sponge idea, you know,
Sponge
or even
idea
like a
with
little
any kind
dip.
of liquors.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but put it in a separate Tupperware container. Don't put it in your main humidor
Oh,
because
yeah,
then
'cause
you're
then
going to infuse
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it with every cigar you
Yeah.
own.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you know, put aside a couple of cigars that you want to try that with.
You know
in a
what? We
separate
should try
Tupperware.
that with some Cigar Chief cigars. The
Yeah.
sponge idea.
I'm down. And
Yeah,
then we
we
can
should
have
see.
a real opinion on that. You know
Yeah.
what? Thanks for that question because that is a great idea, Kayla. I
Yeah.
think that's what we'll do.
We'll
We'll
do that with
choose
the
a couple of
sponge, yeah.
cigars each, and then you know get a couple of Tupperware boxes, and do that.
Yeah.
Would you
Maybe
do
we
a
can
dish or a
infuse it-
sponge?
I like the sponge idea and do it with Chief whiskey.
Oh, makes sense.
That's a good point.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Me personally, those like long cigar infusers where you drop the cigar in and then you put tequila or whatever you want to infuse it with. I personally think they're a little bit gimmicky.
It's not necessary. Like I
yeah.
said, the sponge works just as good.
Yeah, it works just as good. To each their own, right? Like
To each their
someone
own.
might really enjoy it. If I'm going to spice up like a budget stick, I'm usually doing the Arnold method. You've seen that video where he takes the cigar, he rolls it, he takes a thing of cedar, dips it in tequila,
yeah.
rubs it on the thing, and then
Oh, he's rubbing it on it.
he
Yeah.
cuts it,
See,
lights
is that
it.
more of like a flavored situation though? Because it's actually
little
putting
bit.
it on it.
Yeah. This is well, I mean, it's infusing is
Yeah.
kind of this.
Yeah,
Good
but then
point.
after that, he cuts it, lights it, and then once he lights it, he dips the end he cut. He dips it in tequila as well.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
feel like that's flavoring.
That's flavoring.
A little
That's more
bit,
like
yeah.
flavoring, yeah.
But
Which
again-
is interesting all on its own.
Mm-hmm.
As another, because that's another like just quick experiment piece that you can definitely do.
Yeah, I've done
Well,
it
look-
a couple times with some of the Alec Bradley Mirafloras.
I'm glad you brought up that question because yeah, look at the conversation it starts, and
Yeah.
I think if my dad was able to like he's in like I say deep stages of Alzheimer's now, but if he was in this conversation, he'd go, "Oh, forget the gimmicks. This is how you do it. It's really simple. You don't have to spend money on anything other than the brandy you're going to put. And it's not like you're drowning it. You're just putting like
No,
like
some
half a
dabs.
seed, half a shot, if
Yeah.
you know, and then letting it sit for how long. The question is, how long do you let it infuse for? I don't know the answer to that.
yeah,
That's something we should look into.
that's a good point. Yeah, because I couldn't answer that as well.
But something I think we should do in order to have an educated opinion based on our own experience.
Yeah, I've always been curious though to just buy like a bourbon barrel, an old used bourbon barrel, put some humidity in there, and then drop just a couple budget sticks in there, or even like higher quality ones, just to kind of let them sit for a couple of years and kind of bourbon age them.
Bourbon barrel though, they're not cheap.
Oh, 100%.
You're talking like hundreds of dollars.
lots of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I had there's a couple that we were friends with. We're still friends with. They just happened to move away, but they lived in the county, and they were the only coopering couple in the world that was known. They were a couple who basically they manufactured. They built by hand wine barrels, and they were based here in the county, and they did that for a while, and they tried all kinds of different combinations. They invented the Choa barrel.
Okay.
And the Choa was cherry, hickory, oak, and ash, hence why it was called Choa. And the master cooper that was there, that they apprenticed under, was out of, I think, somewhere in Missouri. And they went down, they would go down once or twice a year to sort of like learn and experience stuff with their master cooper. And Pete brought this Choa barrel, and he's like, "What is this pinstripe barrel you got?" Because it was all different colored staves, right? The pieces of wood that comprised the barrel. And like, "What is that? You're nuts." He goes, "Well, let's toast and see what happens." And toasting the barrel is basically you put it over this like outdoor. It's like a kiln, but the flame goes out from this hole in the top, like a stove top, whatever. And you char it for like 10 seconds. and it would literally char the inside of the barrel, and that's what would impart the flavor in wine and eventually whiskey or whatever. And what you do is you toast it, and then once it cools down, you stick your head in it and you smell what comes out of it. And the master cooper was like, stuck his head in and got it. He was like, oh my God, you're a genius. What have you done? And so this Choa barrel ended up being used by a winery in the county, and they ended up barreling some wine in there and winning awards as a result. And then the cider company in the county, at the time the only one, county cider company, used it for their ice cider, and they stored it in these Choa barrels, and they ended up winning some international ice cider championship with this, and it was called the Choa.
Now I wonder how it would be if you take that Choa barrel that's already been used for all those blends and then put cigars in them for 2 years.
Worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what, these 15-year, 21-year, like the Gurkha sampler pack that I unboxed last week.
Yep.
They were all part of that cellar reserve series where they're cellared in these different barrels for different periods of time, like 15 years up to 21 years. So I'd be curious to, it'd be definitely, it would work. But what would be the flavor imparting, and to do it ourselves would be really cool.
And what's the science to it as well? Like, do you just shut it, forget it? Or do you have to pop it open?
You have
Well,
to
you would
monitor?
have to pop it open every so often to replace the humidity, right?
I suppose. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
know.
you would. Yeah.
And I'm guessing just tons of Movida packs. Like, because one isn't going to do it. You need a pretty big one.
Chase says, "Let him cook." Let him cook.
Interesting. See, I like that kind of question because, look at the thought process now, like the ideas. Okay, final thoughts?
Final thoughts.
All right, so we went into this positive and we're coming out positive.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so we both agree we're coming out of this one positive. This is the Barriga 021 Robusto, which creamy, a little bit.
Off the start.
Off the start, very, very good draw. A lot of smoke. I mean, I did a cross cut, you did a straight cut, lots of smoke. I mean, a ton of smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. Tasty, yes. Little bit of spice. Like it says here, spice, not too much. Full bodied, yeah. I'd say I mean I've had fuller bodied, like and it's not a punch. It's funny, like the hook off the top. It's a punch that makes you come back for another draw. Yeah, for sure. It's not like a strength that makes you like repels you away from it. It's like I like this.
Yeah.
Plus a little bit of cocoa, a lot of nutty. Not a nutty for us, anyways. Yeah. And certainly like this is our second barrida. The first one was the Don Chico Maduro.
Yep.
And we thoroughly enjoyed that. Not the same white ash as the Don Chico. However, still a tasty stick that is well worth it, and it's a good economical stick as well, I believe, right? So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, same Paul. Personally, me, a lot of cashew notes, nutty notes, and a little bit of cocoa and cream right off the start, for sure. Second Barreda, like you said, I really enjoy this brand. I'm starting to really enjoy this brand. Like the Don Chico Maduro kind of said it like, okay, I know this is a good brand. This one is like, okay, I'm pretty sure most of their blends are going to be like on point. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to kind of adventure through this brand and pick up some of the other blends that they have and try those out. But definitely would recommend the O2 Robusto. And just to add on for strength, yeah, like not overpowering, but enjoyable. Wouldn't compare it to like a double Hero, but
no, definitely not.
Definitely on the lighter side of full.
Yeah, and the tasty side as well. I'd be curious to see if they ever have a Lancero, because I've only had since I've been here, I've only had one Lancero, the El Mago Lotus Tubo, and that was fantastic. I would like to see what this is like not this particular, but what the brand would make. So I'm curious. I'm gonna go on a barreda journey because this is a brand that so far 2 for 2.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's our final thoughts.
Don't
Try to
forget
get-
to use code 0.
Code 0 ZEZE. What do you say? Z or
I
Z?
say Zed.
Z.
Yeah.
Z.
Z. See, I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's the
Z.
American pronunciation.
The
though.
last letter of the alphabet followed by arrow. 10% off everything in store and online at cigarchief.com. Get yourself a lighter, get yourself a humidor, get yourself an ashtray, and definitely get a Barreda 021 Robusto or whatever it is you like. with this code until midnight tonight Eastern Standard Time. So until next time, stay smoking.